The committed study of the Central Intelligence Agency Detention and Interrogation Program. Today's summary. New detailed records exist of CIA briefings of committee leadership. On February 4th, 2003, the CIA briefed the new chairman, Senator Pat Roberts, and two staff directors. Vice Chairman John D. Rockefeller IV was not present. The only record of the briefing, a two-page CIA memorandum, states that CIA officers, quote, described in great detail the importance of the information provided by Abu Zubaydah and Abd al-Rahim al-Nashiri, both of whom had information of ongoing terrorist operations, information that might well have saved American lives, the difficulty of getting that information from them, and the importance of the enhanced interrogation techniques in getting that information, end quote. As described in this summary, and in greater detail in the full committee study, Abu Zubaydah and al-Nashiri did not provide actionable intelligence on ongoing plotting and provided significant reporting prior to the use of the CIA's enhanced interrogation techniques. The CIA declined to provide information pursuant to a request from Chairman Roberts on the location of the CIA's detention site. Finally, CIA's memorandum states that Chairman Roberts gave his assent to the destruction of interrogation videotapes. However, this account in the CIA memorandum was later disputed by Chairman Roberts. The committee has no independent record of this briefing. Throughout 2003, the CIA refused to answer questions from committee members and staff about the CIA's interrogations of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed and other CIA detainees. The CIA produced talking points for a September 4, 2003 briefing on the CIA interrogation program exclusively for committee leadership. However, there are no contemporaneous records of the briefing ever taking place. The CIA talking points include information about the use of the CIA's enhanced interrogation techniques, their effectiveness, and various abuses that occurred in the program. Many of the CIA representatives in the talking points were inaccurate. The CIA continued to withdraw from the committee, including its leadership, any information on the location of the CIA's detention facilities. On more than one occasion, the CIA directed CIA personnel at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, not to brief a visiting committee member about the CIA detention facility there, including during a July 2005 visit by Chairman Roberts himself. In 2004, the committee conducted two hearings on the CIA's role interrogation of the U.S. military detainees at Abu Ghraib prison in Iraq. CIA witnesses stressed that the CIA was more limited in its interrogation authorities than the Department of Defense, but declined to respond to the committee questions about the interrogation of Khalid Sheikh Mohammed or press reports on CIA's detention facilities. During the first briefing on May 12, 2004, committee members requested that the Department of Justice recommend addressing the legality of CIA interrogations. Despite repeated subsequent requests, limited access to the memorandum was not granted until 4 years later in June 2008, by which time the CIA was no longer detaining individuals. While the CIA continued to brief the committee leadership on aspects of the CIA's detention and interrogation program, there are no manuscripts of these briefings. One briefing on July 15, 2004 discussed the detention of Jamaat Gul. An email from redacted CTC Legal stated that the only reason the chairman and the vice chairman were informed of the detention of Jamaat Gul was that the notification could serve as the vehicle for briefing the committees on our need for renewed legal and policy support for the CIA's detention and interrogation program. At the July 2004 briefing, the minority staff director requested full committee briefings and expanded committee oversight, including visits to CIA detention sites and interviews with interrogators, efforts that had been sought by former Chairman Graham years earlier. This request was denied.